All right, it's the 2015 NFL Draft. The Bills draft in about 26 hours. Might as well get my pillow ready. I don't know.
With the first pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Jameis Winston. Florida State.
Oh, yippity-doo.
With the 50th pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, we, the Buffalo Bills, select Ronald Darby, defensive back, Florida State. Thank you, guys.
All right, then.
An absolute delight to see Jim Kelly doing well. Even here in Chicago, they are Kelly's.
He better be a safety.
And everybody in Buffalo. With the 81st pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select John Miller, guard. Louisville.
Yes! Hey Bills fans, it's JCann99 talking to you about the second and third round picks of the 2015 NFL Draft. Obviously no first round. I figured I'd still make a really quick video about the second and third round this year. Alright, so you saw my reactions to the second and third round picks. One pretty one actually kind of excited. I'm going to talk a little negative first, and then I'll get into the positives. First off, draft in general this year. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. The excitement is just not there. Someone suggested to me it's because of the Floyd Mayweather fight. I don't know. I don't think that's it at all. Barely any trades in the first round. Yes, the Bills didn't have a pick, but just the normal intrigue isn't there this year. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Chicago too. I don't know. So let's talk about the second round. So the Bills, after they finally get out at 50, and they pick up Ronald Darby, and I'm not going to lie, I obviously wanted another position, and I really don't like this pick, and I'll get into it in a couple seconds. First off, the guy is 5'10", not horrible height, but I keep on thinking about, taller receivers in the league, and you got your 6'3", 6'5" receivers versus a 5'10" receiver, or 5'10" defender, I should say. And I don't know. I don't really see somebody defending that well at that thing. The guy can't intercept the ball. He has only 2 interceptions in a 3-year span. And I think they said 16 pass breakups. So it's like, so what were you doing all those other times? Anything? Maybe he covers good, kind of like Gilmore, and that's kind of where I'm also going with this. It's like, my thought was that we were going to draft inside linebacker second round, because that really is our big need position. Unless they're going to move all the defensive ends to linebacker, then in that way we need a 3-4 defensive end. But in all fairness to the Bills, the linebackers, the inside ones, were the good ones, were all pretty much taken early on, a lot sooner than I thought. I had Stephon Anthony going to the Bills in my mock, and yeah, he went in the first round to the Saints. So, and then the other two, McKinney and Henderson, they were both picked up. So at that point, it was like, okay, let's go guard tackle, and I actually had A.J. Cann in mind, but you know what? He went third. So I think at that point, the Bills did what they should have done and really said, okay, let's screw it. Let's look at our board, who's top on our board, and that's who they went with. I just don't agree with their board. I just think we could have gone in different directions. And again, mainly because the corner, you know what I mean? Now, my first thought was, okay, maybe he can play safety. I went online. I could not find anything about this man playing safety. So I guess we're still going to go Duke Williams on that front. So one good thing, though, is we have had issues with Gilmore and McKelvin staying healthy. And of course, we have Corey Graham, and I've also thought that Corey Graham should start, actually. But now since we have Darby, maybe he'll be a good depth player. It's just, at second round, I really don't want a depth player. I want somebody who is going to fill in one of the holes. But I mean, I guess the Bills could only go with what the draft could give them. I just think we could have picked a little bit better. And in terms of inside linebacker, I think what we will do now is go out and get one. Brandon Spikes is still out there as we speak, so maybe that's why they didn't sign him back. They want to see how the draft was going to go, and then they'll go out and get Brandon Spikes back. Third round, we picked up John Miller, and I'm definitely a lot happier about this pick. I expected us to pick guard in the third round or tackle, and the thing is, we have starters lined up. I think the people we have lined up as starters, regardless of what we did in this draft, we're going to be the starters regardless. Chris Williams, Richie Incognito, they're the guards. Seantrel was probably the only maybe not starter. And Quandro could still get better, and we still have Cordy Glenn and Eric Warder both fine. Those are our starters, but what I like about Miller is he's a good guy. He was a 4-year starter, and basically he's somebody who can come in for depth. I think I'd rather have John Miller in than Cyrell Richardson. I mean, he was a 5th-round pick last year. He did okay, but and we still have Urbic. So I think now we have some good depth just in case something goes wrong again with one of our starters. And so I'm very happy with a 3rd-round selection. And you know what? And going back to the second real quick, Darby again. If Gilmore or McKelvin gets hurt, then we have someone to throw in. I really do question his ability to cover. He might be another Justin Rogers. I don't know. And I think we really relied way too heavily on speed. I think that was the thing. Whoa, look at that. 4.3840, and it's just there's more to it than that. I mean, how many fast guys have the Buffalo had come in and out, and all they can do is run? I mean, you were on an Olympic team, or not an Olympic team, but a running team. You earn the gold medal, great. But I mean, can you defend a 6'5" receiver? I don't know. He can jump, but tomorrow we only have 5th, 6th, and 7th round picks, so I would say honestly, just go best player available. I really don't care what the position is. I think we'll pick up an inside linebacker now in free agency. So Buffalo, do what you got to do. I'm not going to complain about any of the picks tomorrow. You had a great offseason, so there really isn't too much to complain about. There really isn't much to complain about at all, to be honest. So do what you got to do. Pick your 4 players. Add some depth, and maybe we'll get some diamonds in the rough. Who knows? So that's pretty much all I got. Feel free to comment on what you guys thought of the picks. Maybe you guys like Darby a little bit more than I do. And if you can think of some good reasons, or maybe even a safety position that I might not know about, let me know. I'd love to hear that. And anything on John Miller as well. And if you guys think we need to get a quarterback, I don't think anyone we're going to drop to the 5th, but if you guys think that might happen, let me know that too. All right, Bills fans, that's all I have from you here, and take care.